Some heroes fight with swords, some with silence, and some with a flag. This is the story of Kanaklata Barua, a teenage girl from Assam who gave her life for the tricolor. Kanaklata was born on December 22, 1924, in a small village called Gopur in Assam. Kanaklata lost her parents at a young age. She grew up facing hardship, but with a strong will and a love for her country that ran deep. In 1942, during the Quit India movement, Kanaklata, just 17 years old, joined the Mrityu Bahini, a group of brave young volunteers who were ready to die for India's freedom. When the British banned the national flag, she didn't hesitate. She volunteered to lead a procession to hoist it at the local police station. With the tricolor in her hands and chants of Vande Mataram on her lips, Kanaklata led the march with pride. A girl among men, a flame in the storm. As they neared the gates, British officers shouted for them to stop. Guns were pointed, threats were made. But Kanaklata kept walking. British asked to stop and gave warning. And then, a gunshot. 17-year-old Kanaklata fell, flag still clutched tightly in her hands. She became a martyr, without ever firing a bullet. Her courage inspired generations in Assam and across India. Today, a statue stands in her honor. She didn't just carry the flag. She carried the hope of millions. Remember her name, Kanaklata Barua, a daughter of India, a symbol of sacrifice. Alluri Sitarama Raju. India's freedom struggle is filled with tales of courage, sacrifice, and resilience. But few stories are as stirring as that of Alluri Sitarama Raju, a young revolutionary who rose from the forests of Andhra Pradesh to challenge the might of the British Empire. He was just 27 when he died, but his legacy burns bright even today. Born in 1897 in Pandrangi village, Raju grew up amidst nature and hardship. Though well educated, he was deeply connected to the lives of the tribal communities, people who were being pushed to the margins under colonial laws. Under the British-imposed Madras Forest Act, tribal people were barred from their ancestral forests. Their livelihoods, traditions, and freedoms were stripped away, and no one was listening. No one, except Alluri. By 1922, he had organized the tribal people into a force of resistance. Armed with courage and a few stolen rifles, they launched the Ramp Rebellion, raiding British police stations in the eastern Ghats and disappearing into the dense jungle before they could be caught. Raju was a master of guerrilla tactics. He knew the land, the people, and the power of belief. Though he fought with limited resources, he gained the love of the tribals and the fear of the British. But the British were ruthless. After 2 years of rebellion, they captured Raju in 1924. Without a trial, they executed him near Koyuru village. He was only 27. His death was meant to silence the movement, but it only fueled the fire of freedom. This was the story of Alluri Sitarama Raju, the Manyam Virudu, the hero of the jungle. A man who lived and died for freedom, and whose spirit continues to inspire generations. Velu Nachiyar, the warrior queen of India. In the year 1730, in the land of Tamil Nadu, a warrior was born, not a man with a sword, but a girl with fire in her soul. Her name was Velu Nachiyar. Unlike most princesses, Velu was trained in martial arts, archery, horse riding, and languages like Tamil, French, and Urdu. She wasn't raised to be a queen, she was raised to be a warrior. She married the king of Shivaganga, and for a time, peace reigned. But in 1772, tragedy struck. The British East India Company attacked, and her husband was slain. Velu was forced into exile, but her spirit remained unbroken. In exile, she forged alliances with the mighty Hyder Ali of Mysore and the fearless Marudhu brothers. Among her fiercest warriors was Kuyili, a woman ready to sacrifice everything. In 1780, Velu Nachiyar stormed her kingdom and reclaimed her throne. She ruled wisely for 10 more years, a queen not just in name, but in every heartbeat of her people. Long before the world knew of Rani Lakshmi Bai, Velu Nachiyar lit the spark of resistance. She was the first Indian queen to wage war against British rule. Her courage became a legend.